everyone, it's Martin Root with Project Heaven on Earth. My guest today is Dr. Dana Colson, a dentist in Toronto. Hi Dana, welcome.
Hi Martin, thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, wonderful. How did you and Heaven on Earth start?
Heaven on Earth started because I received an email saying there was a presentation by you, and I didn't know who you were, but it was about Heaven on Earth, and it sounded interesting. And so I said to a friend of mine, "You want to go after work?" And she said, "Sure." So we went on a little adventure, and lo and behold, we get there, and you ask us some exciting questions about where's the best place on earth, or how would you view heaven to be on earth, and it opened up the possibilities.
And great. And so then you're a dentist in Toronto.
That's
What
right.
did you do once you got the insight that you wanted to do something with respect to Heaven on Earth?
Well, you asked the question is how could you figure out a way to have more heaven on earth? And I thought, well, my time is limited because I, focus on my practice. And so I figured that maybe I could create signs within my practice called Heaven on Earth and put them throughout, like on the ceilings and on the walls, and just open up the conversation so when people see it, we could talk about what does Heaven on Earth mean. And for me, I also had the vision that if my team could come in every day and think about something really wonderful in their life that was heaven on earth to them, it just puts you in a better space. So the more we can think about the wonderful opportunities that we have, then the more we can manifest and create and get ourselves into that world of kind of happiness and energetics that we can then radiate out to others. And we could also suggest to the clients who come to see us, and often when they go to a dental office, they might be stressed, that
Yes.
maybe that they could think about something that made them happy and then divert their mind a little bit so that even though we're not asking them to forget about why they're there, but it's just an extra quotient that could come into the opportunity for them to have a more positive experience. So basically it was for me an energetic to be able to have that opportunity. And then for people who are interested in it, we could talk about the multiple effect, about if they were to share with just 2 people a day and those 2 people share to the next 2 people, that exponential opportunity to implant, it's not implant, but to express to the world that we really could have a happier and more functional and peaceful world around us.
Dana, the thing that I love about what you did is tell our listeners what happens when I get into the dental chair and lean back.
There's a sign up in the ceiling
That says?
That says Heaven on Earth. So it talks about you being the co-author of
Chicken Soup
Chicken Soup for the Soul.
At work, yeah.
Yeah, in the workplace.
Chicken Soup for the Soul at work. But what's interesting to me, I find, is that here I am, I'm very tense. I have all these childhood memories of dentists and drilling and noise and pain. And I lean back and I look up on the ceiling, and there is a sign that says Heaven on Earth. Now, what you also do is really interesting is you don't say a word to me about that sign, right? And why not?
Well, because it's about you discovering it for you. It's not about me implanting that concept necessarily. It's for you to be able to ask me the questions, because the more if you ask, you're going to be interested in the conversation. If I start suggesting it, maybe they'll hear me, but maybe they won't hear me as much. And it's just like that subliminal effect that heaven on earth isn't too far away.
Wonderful. I love that notion that you don't say a word to me about heaven on earth. If I, the patient, ask you, then you'll go into the questions. I just love that. And you've put it around your office as well?
Yeah, and I have a printed out sheet so they can take it with them, so they can explore your website and know about the synergistic exponential effect of sharing. Yeah.
That's great. Anything else? Tell people how they can find you. If I have any listeners in Toronto who need a dentist in Toronto.
Yeah. Well, my website is www.allsmiles.ca, and Yeah, you can just Google and you'll find me.
And
It's
I love the notion of all smiles. By the way, .ca, not .com, but .ca for Canada. And
yeah.
why all smiles?
Well, why not be all smiles? You know, we have different ways to go. Is the glass half empty or half full? Is the sun, shining, or is there lots of clouds in the sky? So my goal is that we know that if we smile, we actually embrace and activate the endorphins within our limbic system of our brain. So it's our best natural vitamin we can possibly have. It's our natural endorphin release. So all smiles, why not?
And just a final question, Dana. Tell me, what's heaven on earth for you?
Ah, heaven on earth. Good question. There's a place that I kayak by my cottage, and it goes into this little quiet sanctuary where there's no influence by people as such, and you just go in and you just see sometimes turtles on a log, or sometimes you'll see a beaver taking a little twig through the water. Um, so that to me stills my mind and just makes me just be totally in the moment about being with this kind of nature in this little ecosystem. And also, you know what I do? I'm doing a lot of meditation too. So heaven on earth is truly meditation, but it's all meditation. It's when you quieten and you take yourself out of your natural world and allow yourself just to appreciate, for me, the gratitude for everything that we're given in this life.
Lovely. Dana, thank you so much. So,
Thank you.
so much.
My pleasure.
Bye bye.